that you came to party, baby, 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 baby. Look like we gon' leave this party with somebody else's lady. I know that you came to party, baby, 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 baby.
Welcome to the Roasted New York podcast. I'm sick. Dan's hungover.
What's up?
I am Scott.
Wait, a bit of a reversal from our old roles.
What's that? Yeah, that's true. Dan, you don't get sick anymore because you get every shot they recommend.
Yeah, I'm Dan Wickes with Scott Hall. We're reporting you live from Grove 34, New York City's premier improv venue.
All right, don't get me started. We have a lot of great improv shows here, and I will not have you besmirch the good name of improv. Dan came in hot.
I always do.
Dan Wickes, the president of New York, RBL.
New York Roast Battle League. Scott, the president of New York Improv League.
Why? What do they do to you? Why are you trying to get me riled up?
Because what do we do here? This is what we
You're
do. We get you riled up.
How tangential is that to what these people are here for roasting, Dan,
It's
not
important.
roasting improv.
I think people care about what goes on in the space. Some people have this Grove 34 is taking on a mythical status to some of our viewers, and I think a little bit of a behind the scenes is interesting.
A mythical status?
Yeah.
Why do you make everything like wizardry? What is this? Why is it everything got to be gay? Improv shows are great. We're having one tonight where people are going to reenact a bad movie. It's called The Secondhand Movie. It's fun.
Okay.
James is great. Shut up, dude. You will not. A nation divided against itself cannot stand. All right. This is my business. Okay. We're ever evolving, Dan.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we just can't have people saying fag 7 nights a week.
I know we wouldn't be having that because Grove 34 is it is based. It is it is a cool base space that would not just be being gay. I mean, would a cool base space have out porn on the table at the place where we want women to hang out and feel safe?
Dan took the bait. Dan took the bait. I laid the porn on the table, and I knew that he would get riled up about it. I knew he would say something. We have old porn on the table. It's not just porn, though.
Oh yeah, there's also articles. Some people read it for the articles.
There are articles. What does that second thing say?
What does that second thing say underneath
Right
the
here.
girl's exposed butthole? It
It's
says
not, it's
Lenny
on the-
Bruce appraisal.
Lenny Bruce. Lenny Bruce interview. George Carlin interview.
Lenny
Steve
Bruce,
Martin interview.
What do you think of these buttholes?
Lenny Bruce. That's a valid question to ask him. You would not want to. Yeah, that's a good butthole. You can't really see it. These are artsy nudie mags. That one is pushing it slightly. I don't understand how you defend that while you live in Bushwick. Why is that offensive to you? You live in Bushwick where they hang pictures of vaginas on the wall. It's almost mandatory.
Because we're not in Bushwick. It's a different
This
thing.
your values don't get to change based on where your moped is currently located. You have to be across the board, Dan. And old porn is cool.
Yeah. Are we
Says David Tell.
I mean, a lot of that stuff is still dicey, even in Bushwick, surprisingly. But
Really?
yeah.
Well,
but yeah, I don't know. I would probably lean a bit more conservative on that sort of thing, especially.
oh yeah, while you're floating around here. we can't have Dan and porn. Damn, how do we choose? We can't have Dan porn and improv.
Well, I might.
Fuck. Everything's so sexual. No, I don't. I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's a cool vibe. I think once the green room's finished, it would make more sense.
Gotcha.
Just because it's going to be 70s vibe, so this is going to be the aesthetic, so I think it'll feel less out of place.
When it's the whole wallpaper.
Yeah, well, we took it down. It was on the wall before, so
the door frame is just going to be a girl's rectum that you could just walk into, where or somebody can walk into uninvited.
If only it was a man's rectum.
Yeah.
A man, girl. I guess it doesn't matter. We don't discriminate on rectums here.
Yeah. A man or a woman's rectum only at Grove 34.
What do you think when you think Grove 34? Porn. Porn and improv.
Yeah, we are actually having an improv troupe act out a porno later.
All right. This bit's run its course. Do you want to see something else we got that you're gonna hate?
Okay.
All right. This is for our house shows. I saved it for you because I knew.
Hell yeah.
A green microphone.
We are the reverse Kill Tony. We are green.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that is. Yeah, I don't like that. Didn't think of that. It's for the house shows, for the clips. A little green mic, green XLR.
I mean, it could work. It's the thing that make people think, wow, I see a green mic. It's Grove.
People are stupid.
Yeah.
They're like goldfish.
It's like
yeah. Well,
Kill Tony, but
that didn't get as much juice as I thought it would. I was like, oh, microphone. Anyway. We're here.
What
I'm trying to work on the
ideas
intros
should
for the
we-
podcast. I feel like nobody knows who we are.
yeah.
But they
Well, that's
do.
why we're doing this. That's why we're having this solo.
Yeah,
one,
that's
where
fair.
We heard you guys. You guys were like, "Whoa, we want to hear more about the battlers." We were like, "No, they're boring. They're stupid. We want you to spend some time with us."
They don't have good opinion. I mean, it's fine. No, they're amazing, but
I do like making them watch us argue, though. That's a fun thing.
they don't watch this.
No, I mean when they're with us.
Oh, I know. God.
We just make them sit uncomfortably.
God help anyone listen to us argue. I also don't like it because I'm wrong most of the time. Not because it's not. I make myself wrong by digging my heels in at the wrong time, like about the things that don't matter. But then that makes it so when I'm right, I still get no. I lose every argument we have, whether I'm wrong or right. So I've really dug a hole that I'm trying to get out of.
What's an argument you feel like you lost where you were right?
The address on the flyer thing, I guess I just stopped doing it. So I guess I technically won. One of those. You're so mad. I mean, you are autistic, dude. We both probably have some kind of touch of it, obviously. But maybe it's not autism. I don't want to write everything off. Everyone acts like that's like an all-encompassing word. But you are very stubborn about things. Like, you need someone to literally explain why you are wrong about something before you are willing to accept any kind of movement on your opinion.
That seems like how it should work for everyone, though.
It's a bit unreasonable.
I mean, if you're wrong, shouldn't you know why you're wrong so you could not be wrong?
I don't, but I feel like you don't consider you're wrong.
I
feel like it takes you. I have to fight you to get to the point to you even considering you're wrong. And then it's just kind of like even. It's like as much like. I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe the format of this podcast should be like me sitting at a table. Like, porn shouldn't be at Grove 34. Change my mind.
Yeah, well, I could do that. Well, yeah, I'm happy to argue. People like watching us argue. Literally, right before this, we were trying to figure out what to argue about.
Yeah. No, but that was a great move leaving that out.
I knew.
That was, yeah.
I knew you, dude. Didn't take 2 seconds.
I was glad you did that, yeah.
Sniff that motherfucker out quick. I'm just going to start putting stuff on the table that Dan hates and just wait till he brings it up.
I like it, yeah.
All right, well, what do we want to get into this week? What's going on in the roast battle world?
In the roast battle world, I'm glad you're all asking. There's stuff that we can explain because certain things don't get explained well on the main stuff, in my opinion. Just kidding. Everyone knows exactly what's happening at all times following the Roast Battle League. What is a supercard? Scott, can you explain to me what a supercard is?
No.
Okay, well, if you can't, I imagine a lot of other people can't. So what a supercard is we have two cities battle each other. These battles are not eligible for the podcast for RBL Weekly, but you do gain points for them. If you win the whole thing, your team gets a certain amount of points. If you each battle that you win, you get a point. Best battle of the night gets a point. Best battler of the night gets a point. And this adds to the leaderboard. If this doesn't seem like I fully understand it, that's probably not good as someone who's in these conversations as these rules get set. But
well, I know one of the upcoming battlers is the basketball coach from Utah. Where was it?
Sorry.
I don't know. No, when he said the battlers to watch.
Oh yeah.
One of our battlers to watch.
Oh
is an
yeah, no,
NBA coach.
that was actually very funny that Moses did.
Yeah, yeah.
He was
Good bit.
highlighting battlers to watch, and there was a team with nobody. So Houston hadn't submitted a battle all year, so he just put the coach of the Rockets.
That's great.
Yeah, but yeah, so we're gonna start using these monthly seller shows to sometimes do some of those, in addition to make them league showcases. So yeah, come out and support the live streams. Where will the next show be live streamed? Will it be YouTube? Will it be RBL Live? Will it be Kick? Will it be OnlyFans?
DM me. I'll send you a link. I'll send you a link that'll give you some viruses, but you'll get to watch it choppy. Sorry, all I got is 480p, but it's free.
But yeah, we went on. Also, I've been traveling a bit. I did a battle at the Mothership recently.
Also, can I just say something about the league? Well, just in case you guys are wondering, Andrew Manning still exists, and he is still the champion from New York. I would like to claim that.
Yes.
I feel like he doesn't get his due.
Yeah, we really.
He's my boy, and I
really
feel
kind of
like
dropped the ball on promoting the champion at all.
New York is ahead by like at least 30 points at all times, and we have the best battler in the world. And Dan. Number 2.
But yeah, we got the.
Anyway, yeah, you were in Austin?
Yeah, in Austin, battled at the Mothership, but before that, had a fun weekend. Judged at the Creek, which was an incredible time. And then Michael Ridley runs a great show, packed out.
You judged on a show or just in the back, silently, just texting everyone. Can you believe the curtains are green?
I was on stage, which is also in the back, immediately behind some battlers, which means I had some very flat white guy asses in my face at all times, which is cool. We like that. They
have a good Austin build there, very Mike Eaton, where everyone's fat, but then like you go behind them and there's like a lot of space in the back of their pants, just like a frog, like a frog in jeans. Would the Creek? If the Creek had porn, you wouldn't bat an eye.
Yeah, because it's just different.
Because it's Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's a little.
And also, it's owned by a woman, which I think helps.
People don't know that.
Yeah, they do. Everyone knows Rebecca. But yeah, it was a great time. I'm hearing that full show is going to get posted on the page. You're going to see me judge and crush. You're going to see another face of Roast Battle Bomb. It's going to be very fun.
Who's that? Mom?
They'll find out. Yeah.
Oh.
But,
well, it happens.
Yeah. So the next night had a winery gig. Got driven out by Avery Dower hosted. I got his buddy to drive me out there, who had told me he had 15 minutes of clean material, and he did crush. And thankfully, it didn't really matter that it wasn't that clean, because he did almost immediately say, "I sucked dick and voted for Trump."
Are both those things true?
Yeah. Shout out Mark Neuer. He crushed though.
A well-rounded young gentleman.
Yeah. And yeah, that had a very fun gig there. Then did the Mothership show, and I do want to, and we were going to talk about the Mothership a little bit, because.
Well, I just assume because you're there so often that like when you come there, they roll out the. I mean, you're not regular or anything, but you are a star of Roast Battle.
You're setting this up great.
Yeah, I know.
So a little bit of behind the scenes how the Mothership works, right? If you're not, they have the green room, which is very exclusive, right? Because that's where like Joe Rogan, Elon Musk hang out, fucking cool dudes who would make billions of dollars. And because of that, if you're not like an in-past comic, they're afraid of you mingling with those types of people. So they put you in Mitzi's, which is the bar next door.
Anyone who's a past comic or has a yarmulke can go in the green room. Mitzi's is for the goyim. That's where they put us too. We were like, oh, is it green? They're like, no. But okay, so they put you in Mitzi's.
They put us in Mitzi's. And Mitzi's is it's a bar. It's a fun place. It's where you hang out after it's where they have people hang out after the shows. It's like a cool, fun place to be. But the Mothership, as a lot of you know, is built on hierarchies, right? It's built on it's all about like if you're at this level of comedy, this and this. And it must have occurred to somebody that like these comics hanging out in Mitzi's are probably having a little bit too much fun, a little too comfortable, wouldn't be able to get too prepared for whatever show they're doing here to be able to entertain entertain the people who paid a lot of money, and they might feel respected, and we can't have that because this is the mothership. That's not what we do. It's about making the comics who aren't us feel like garbage. So how do we do that? How do we make these roast battlers who flew in from all over the country, sometimes the world, know that they are pieces of shit and beneath us?
What do you mean? They put you in a nice bar, the bar inside the mothership, Mitzi's, beautifully lit. That seems like a comfortable space.
It does, and I think that they realize that. So, like, how do we make this not a comfortable space? How do we not do that?
And then
And
they brought you in.
yeah,
Hey guys, this is Dan. He's from New York. Sorry.
and with all this build up, they set up a live band that was jamming while we were waiting to go on stage in Mitzi's. There was a drum set, there was a guitar, there was a soundboard with a big giant PA system. None of them said anything to us. None of them said, like, hey, we're going to start jamming. Hi, here's my name. They just started playing the music.
And I mean, when I was there was no bartender either, right?
No.
It's just like it's a green room. They're
Yeah.
using it as a green room. There's
Yeah.
nobody in there except for comics.
Yeah, I mean, they have a server comes in and asks if we
Sure, but
want
it's not
anything,
like-
but
it's
yeah,
not like it's
there was,
open.
yeah, and so we're just hanging out, and these guys are just jamming, and I don't even know that they were, and some of them aren't even comics. I think some of them just work there, and they're just jamming while we're in here waiting to go up, like you know, it's in, like right before you go up on the roast, especially at the mothership, it's like the most anxiety-inducing thing. You're like
Yeah.
trying to nail down your jokes, have a clear head. I'm just saying to everybody, like, yo, isn't this fucking crazy? And they're like, yeah, no one's willing to say anything to them. So I handle it in a very mature, adult way.
Well, let's slow down a little
definitely,
bit. First of all, you know it's good for anxiety symbols. That's what they say. But I don't. You have a video of it, right?
I do, yeah. Well, yeah,
you
I'll
play-
throw it to. I'll throw it to you. We'll play it during the. Or do you want to watch
Sure,
it right
I
now?
would love to watch it now. I can cut some of this out and I'll talk while you do it. Because when you told me this, you called me and we talked like the day of or day after or whatever about it, and I was initially like, oh, so they're just like. The way you framed it was like they're using it as like a rehearsal space, like one of the kitchen guys, which I thought was nuts. But now it occurs to me that there might be a little Dan, and this might be, if no one else was willing to say anything, which is why you have
No,
evidence.
everybody was like, yeah, I know. Like, everybody
All right.
was like, they were like, everyone was very annoyed about it. We talked a lot of shit about it after.
Well, I believe that. Let's see Exhibit A.
Yeah.
I mean, for those who can't see, like that's like the whole bar.
Yes.
The whole behind the camera is just booths. It's like 5 booths.
Yeah.
That's like the whole bar.
Yeah. I mean, they'll see when you edit it in, but yeah. I have a few other clips like that, but so we all ended up having to wait, like, so I just went to wait
They
behind the
weren't
stage.
even. They're not even good.
Like, I was like, yeah, I mean, I handled it in a
it seemed
very
like- yeah.
mature way. I was like, hey man, it was weird. No, I'm kidding. I didn't do that. Just on my way out, I just went up to the guitarist. I went, and then just made my way.
I forgot that's what you did.
I don't even know if he heard me. One of the other guys told me that, like, that a
How
comic
do I
came.
get you to treat our arguments like that? If I could get you to respond like that, both of our lives would be so much
Well,
easier.
even when you're wrong, you're never that wrong. You're never playing a guitar in a room where people are
No.
trying to hang out.
Yeah. Well, you were that. What a crazy thing to be like. I guess it's because you have you can't tell them to leave. There is nothing you can do really.
Yeah.
So spurging out on them with a noise though is a crazy thing to do.
Yeah.
You can't berate. I guess you can't berate them.
Yeah.
You literally can't say anything because one of them could just go to somebody else and be like, "Hey, who the fuck's this guy?"
Yeah.
And they would have more right to be there than you.
Yeah, which is
Unfortunately.
crazy. Yeah, which I mean, yeah, I'm glad that we can talk about it here just so people can hear about it, and hopefully one of the clips picks it, one of the things picks it up. But another one of the comics told me that a comic that he knew walked in. I can't remember who it was, but he walked in and he was like, "Yo, what up, dude?" Like, because he was saying hi. The guy didn't even acknowledge him, and then just picked up a microphone and started scatting.
You're so excited. So the comic was the singer, and the singer was
Yeah.
a scat man.
Yes.
Imagine getting snubbed, like you go to high five somebody, and then they walk by you, and you're like, "Oh, look at this guy big time me," but then they scat, and you're like, "Ah, that's fine."
Yeah.
I can't imagine getting big time by a guy who's about to go beep beep bop boop bop bop beep boop bop.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He does real words also. He does comedy, and then he chooses to scat for like his. I guess you're all worn out from saying real things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what type of music they
Who was
are.
it?
Oh, I can't
he's
remember.
scatting,
I could
so
find
it's
out
bad.
later, but I could tell you when I find out. But I just forgot because I wasn't in the room.
Damn.
I was behind the stage, which also very funny thing from being behind the stage. And for this is the one good thing about the band being there because I got to be behind the stage for this moment. If you've seen the thing, this was a battle that was my idea to book. We had Celia Contreras against Dave Herron. You know, just like the two, the big fat fatties.
They have names.
I just said their names.
All I heard was big fat fatties.
I said Celia Contreras against Dave Herron, and you didn't react. I had to say that so you would know who I was talking about because you're not going to believe this, but Scott is not an avid follower of the league.
Hey, man, I got stuff to do, places to be. We got improv shows. We got porn.
But-
G34 Productions. Felt and Flesh coming out soon. Dinklebox.
Yeah.
In festivals now with Joe List.
But yeah, so we're standing behind. So I'm standing behind the stage because I want to get away from all that shit. And Celia walks out, and the judges are making fun of her because she's fat, all that. You know, it's like a very fun time. And then after they're done doing that, Dave Herron walks through, and I wasn't in the room. I wish I was. I was behind the stage, but just behind the stage, the experience of hearing the noise from that crowd of just when he walked out was one of the craziest things I've ever heard. 200 people. It was like a circus animal. They're like, there's screams, there's laughs, there's groans. It's like the most insane I've ever seen. What do you mean don't say that? That's what happened. Dave knows what's up. He said, he asked who booked it. I said, I told him it was me, and he laughed, and he said he's so down and do anything like this at any time. Like any kind of battle, whatever fat monster we have.
Damn, dude. I mean, I guess there's got to be some upsides, right, to being that big?
Yeah.
An applause break on sight is pretty brutal, though.
Yeah.
I just, you know, I have a lot of opinions about the fats. Being a former fat myself.
Yeah, but you weren't that.
Not that fat.
Yeah. No. I mean, even at your fattest, you would be one of the like thinnest roasters in the Cleveland scene.
Yeah, fair.
Shout out Cleveland. Shout out Cleveland. I'm wearing the shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, did you do that on purpose?
Nah.
Nice. No, this is I never wear. Yeah, it's just like your last clean shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Well, that's exciting. Did he win?
Did he win? Yeah, he won.
Nice.
And then I had my battle, and I was worried that I was gonna get fucked over by all the fat jokes in the battle before, but thankfully no. There was still more of a hunger, still more of an appetite.
Nice hunger, appetite. If they did all the fat jokes, would you go up to him and be like, I would have loved to have been there when you did that.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't know if anyone caught it or anyone pretended it was, or if they did, they might just pretend.
What did the guitar player do? I know. I'm like,
they were. I don't know if he even saw me do it. Like, I was like, he might have just been too in the zone.
I can't tell who's scatting now. You're making all those noises. All right. Well, it sounds like the mothership was good. Are you going back soon?
Not super soon. I'm going back to Dallas next month to judge Eden's show, and I'll do some Ron gigs around Dallas too. Which, speaking of, I went back actually the week after.
Shout out Ron Heron.
Yeah, I did. I went back the week after with Ron to because he had someone drop, so he flew me down. And the first gig we did. It was fun. We did I might have had my opener do a little too much time because he might have said he had a little more time than he did, but yeah, maybe Freddie Dooless should have done a little less.
Is that his name? Is that his name, Freddie Dooless?
That's credit to him. Credit to him. The next night, I had him host. He did 20 minutes, and he was super solid for 20. Just 30 was like maybe a bit much. But
his name's Freddie Dooless. I wonder what race he is.
But one thing of note, I do I've never run into this issue before of like my material being an issue in like one of these because I do a lot of these like real like bumfuck white people gigs.
Those are on gigs.
This was this place was a place called Wiley, Texas. Like it looked like Red Dead Redemption. Like the storefronts, they're like saloon type things. Like it was like an old Wild West downtown like train area.
Do they like your rings?
I think I only had the one at the time because I had misplaced my MF Doom ring, which I very thankfully since found.
They're
But
just very cowboy.
yeah,
I figured they like your leather bracelets and your rings.
But yeah, so I did a joke I have where I say God is a woman as the setup.
Boo!
Dude, there was this old couple in front who were like super cool the whole time. When I said God's a woman, one of them, the guy said, "That's not okay," and the woman got mad too, and they got up and left. This was like a half hour into my set.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's because you didn't say black woman.
That would be crazy.
You're a bigot,
That's
dude.
messed up. Yeah.
You're a real piece
God
of shit.
is black, non-binary.
You're just a real piece of shit, man. It's not your fault.
Yeah.
You should have known.
Yeah, but yeah, that was the first time I dealt with something like that. The week
How'd you handle
before, I was like, yeah, I was just saying to the other people, that was crazy, right? That wasn't that an overreaction because the punchline is so tame.
What's the punch?
I go like, God is a woman because she is not answering my prayers.
Oh, yeah. They got up before you got the punchline, though?
I said it, but they had already made up their mind to leave. Like they just like kept walking out.
That is not okay.
Yeah.
So what is this? So they have a very specific idea of what God is, which is crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, to give an idea, like a few doors down, there was a place that was advertising gospel singing Fridays. Like
You're in the Bible Belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this
Gospel
was
singing Fridays.
yeah, and this was a super white area.
That's why
too.
you can't book Devin on Fridays. He's down there.
Well, yeah, well, he wasn't there though because there's a white area, which is crazy. Like imagine white people singing gospel.
I still hold my stance that he would fit in there. Not literally, but figuratively. Attitude alone, he would fit in there.
Yeah, and although given, I will say also it was just like two assholes. They were like most of the other people there were cool. We hung out with a bunch of them.
White gospels is just Creed. It's just with arms wide open. I would go to that. Creed
Yeah,
Fridays.
that would be pretty wild. Yeah,
It's just Creed and POD.
Yeah, maybe we should have seen if I'm
Lifehouse.
going back in a few weeks. I can't because I'm doing Eden's show. But maybe I was gonna see maybe if after the gig we could walk over and check out the gospel.
That would be
Fridays.
amazing.
Yeah.
Dude. Damn. Well, those gigs are good though. Honestly, like those are always fun because you get to. I like to wander around. I like the thrift shops. I know in the round rounds, like you don't have a lot of time to fuck around. But going to like the thrift shops in like places because in New York
and these Texas
it's like
ones
trendy. Those places are like
yeah.
They're real. People drop off real shit there. There's like 2 people in there all the time.
Yeah. These winery ones he's got are solid though because they're all like within an hour of Dallas, so you do have time to hang out.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, the last couple ones we did, we were fucking running and gunning, dude.
Yeah.
To the show, pack up, drive, sleep, wake up, go drive to the show.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did
Finish,
one.
drive, hotel, wake up, drive.
Yeah, the first run I did was with Scott and our buddy John Moskowitz, and we did a gig in Jackson, Tennessee. Drove a few hours, crashed, woke up at like 7:15 that morning, and then and we're still like in the deep south at this point, and closed out the 9:30 show in Times Square that night.
Yeah, you were wigging out there at the end.
Yeah.
You were taking your fucking sweet ass time the whole time, but then the last day on the way to get back, you're like, "All right, everybody in the car." It's so funny. But yeah, we did it, dude.
Yeah.
That was a lot of driving. I do like going out with John because he moves.
Yes.
And he's not weird about it. Like it's like, no, we're getting up and we're going. And you get there early and like everything's fine.
Yeah.
Because I've done a bunch of gigs with people that are like, you're missing a chord, like Mike Freeman. I did one with him and it was just like a shit show. He wanted to hang out in DC longer than we probably should have. And then we got to the show. XLR wasn't working. Forgot a mic. Had to go to Guitar Center.
Yeah, I mean, he told us about. I heard this. Our good buddy Greg Giraldo Jr. did one of the gigs that we did the month before we did it, and they got a. They didn't have they showed up without a PA. The place had no PA, so they went and picked up like a karaoke thing that didn't work. And then they just had to do the gig with no mic.
No. Do you know which gig it was?
It was the one. It was the Lake Ozark one.
No, that was a great room.
Yeah,
too.
although they didn't have the room that we had because they didn't think to put it in there. They like just did it upstairs to.
That's
like,
why John's great too. That was a great idea.
Yeah.
Damn, we crushed that show too.
Yeah.
Everyone crushed.
Yeah, that was a great show.
That was a really good show. Really good people. Really good audience. Ozark's the shit. All those were a bunch of like rich swingers.
Yeah, I wish that. Yeah, it's definitely somewhere I want to go back, but it just hasn't totally made sense with the runs that have been put together.
It's really cool. I mean, going in the winter is the move though, because that's when all those people were there.
Yeah.
Right. We went like late.
We went summer. It was still very nice out. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it was like I think it was like fall.
Oh yeah, actually, I think it was fall. Yeah, it was like pretty.
Because I remember the people saying they rent out for the summer, but they come home for the winter because no one wants to rent their places.
Yeah.
And that's why they're all like rich people that own houses and leave and have summer homes and stuff.
Yeah, and the place is beautiful.
The guy was telling me that like Brad Pitt has houses out there and stuff. But you could tell it's like they look super southern, and like, cause what's it, Missouri?
Yes.
They look like they're from Missouri, but they're wearing like paisley button-ups and like nice shoes, and like they definitely swing. They talked. Yeah. They talked.
Oh yeah, they were talking about that. We were talking. Yeah, that was the thing. Apparently, big demographic I didn't know exists, which is sex positive Republicans.
Yeah, dude. Grindr goes out every time there's a meeting.
That's not the same thing.
How is that not the same thing?
Because they're being secret. These people were open about it.
Pete, you gotta have something on Grindr. It's not fully. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna defend it. This is not a hill to die on.
Scott, tell us about your extensive Grindr knowledge.
I don't have a lot of Grindr knowledge. Are you talking about the sandwich?
Can't believe we went this far without Scott is gay.
No, I know. I tried to push on it with the rectum stuff, but you didn't take the bait there.
Yeah. I mean, I made a different joke that you might have to edit out.
What?
You'll see on rewatch.
I'm not gonna edit it out. What is it? Tell me the joke. I forgot it. Dan, please.
You're gonna paint the door like a rectum, and someone was gonna go in uninvited.
Oh no, that stays in. Just like it would if they went in uninvited. I'm sorry, Dan. I cannot talk about any current ongoing legal. Did get a DM from Sky about this for sure. Speaking of which, Sky Turns Purple did something. Would I classify it as funny? Maybe.
Yeah.
Would I classify it as out of pocket? Probably.
Yes.
You know,
I mean, maybe he's allowed to do this because I mean, it's
he
like
can do whatever he wants. It's a free country.
Well, I just mean like because he's clearly like in theory this is punching down an insane person, but this guy is also an insane person.
Yeah, it's a fair fight.
Yeah.
For the Stern fans, it's like Beetlejuice versus the angry Hank, the angry dwarf, drunk dwarf. Yeah, should we play it? Can we watch it?
I don't know. It might.
Dan doesn't want it. Sky's baiting us. That's what it is.
Yeah, no.
He's trying to light the world on fire. He's trying to start a civil war here in New York.
Yeah, we'll watch it. We could just edit it out later if we.
This fight starts now.
Claire was on Jeopardy so many times that she started to think she was Alex Trebek, but sadly she's just not that smart. Well, it really takes one psycho woman to know another. And Claire, guys, I'm gonna faint right now. I'm so sorry. And Claire had to go on Jeopardy because she was rejected from the real world and every single other reality show, because who wants someone that plain?
I come to you with one final plea. Vote for Jessica Hirsch, a voice that people want to listen to even less than RFK Jr. So together, let's send her to Washington, D.C., because we don't want her here.
Fight Club, give it up for Claire and Jessica!
Is she a little retarded though? I feel bad, honestly.
You okay, Jessica?
Dan, you really don't want to talk about this.
I mean, it's just, what are we gonna cover? The only thing I do want,
You don't have
the
to
only
cover.
part
You
of
don't have to
it,
cover anything, but to not acknowledge it
yeah,
would be disrespectful to the Roast Battle community.
Shout out Sky. But
I
one
mean, you
thing
don't have to
I
put
would
that up. It
comment
is an
on
insane
is,
thing to like. I wouldn't watch that. If you sent that to me for worse stuff, I'd be like, please do not.
Yeah. One thing I kind of, it's like the other person is doing, like, it's crazy, like, to have someone do a mental breakdown, have like be having an active mental breakdown, and then their opponent is just like committed to some bit. Because, like, you saw that thing, like, we only saw the last joke, but that was clearly, like, all of her jokes were that.
Some political.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a battle, Dan.
But have your opponent be having, like, an active mental breakdown, and you're just, like, sticking to some unfunny script you wrote.
There are no rules in the arena, Dan. You should know this better than anybody. No mercy.
Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Eden.
And we're back. Look, man, we'll have a Patreon. You guys can listen to all this stuff. Coming soon. Yeah, it's a crazy thing to put up. It's a crazy bit to continue to do. I don't know, man. Why does he feel the need to make that stuff, though? It's so funny. I'm not mad at him. I love it because it's weird and unnecessary and for sure just like shit stirring.
Yeah, I mean, given that there was no captions, that the clipping that wouldn't taken very long.
But it's not even that. It's literally a photographer with photography portfolio and that.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that's non-photography, and it is the explicit purpose is to poke you.
Yeah.
And to
and
start some
he
kind
also
of.
sent it to you and to John.
Yeah, well, sounds about right. I'm not gonna say I didn't like it and unlike it. It's just a weird thing to post. That poor woman.
I mean,
she's a nice lady.
Level,
she's
weird.
here.
It shouldn't have been on the internet.
What, the whole thing to begin with?
Yeah.
All right. Well, some people would say that about this podcast. All right. Let's do worst of the week.
Yeah, and this is gonna have someone who you might have just seen, who in a different setting, and up against someone who is an ascendant star, who's got a very big following now, who I'm a fan of, but not so much tonight, not so much on this clip. This is we have Zara the Star against Claire Sattler.
Oh, nice.
Wolfgang, you actually have met me, but it's good to know I was that unmemorable.
I'm sorry. I think
He met me at a roast battle, too. Yeah.
All right, we'll fight. Who's going first?
I'll go first. Claire has a non-binary partner, so I got her flowers so she knows what it feels like to be with a real man.
Joke's on you. This is going to go in the collection of them because men don't ever buy me flowers.
She actually has a molecular biology degree and a non-binary partner, which is like a slave owner going to a BLM protest.
Well, thanks for having me, guys. Grove 34. I've never been to Grove 34 before, so it's great to be here and to finally meet Mia Khalifa's more disappointing sister.
Claire actually cures cancer by day. Give it up for her. Yeah. And then she spreads cancer at night with her comedy. She's Vietnamese, but her comedy is so shit, you'd think it was made in China.
Czar is still single, and I mean, she's beautiful. Look at her. So, this just goes to show that I guess personality still matters.
Have you seen yours, bitch? Nerd. No, I'm kidding. Claire thinks she's allergic to semen because every time it touches her, she breaks out. Here's a science lesson for you, sweetie. Your man has an STD.
I wish that was the case. I really do. I do break out into hives in contact with semen. It's a real human allergy. It's called an allergy to human seminal fluid. You can look it up afterwards. You can be allergic to particular peptides in human seminal fluid. Be grateful you don't have it.
Guys, she's gonna teach us a lesson and then we'll all fall asleep.
Yeah, thank you, Hassan Minaj's sad niece. But Czar, if you're here, who's injecting all of Manhattan's lip filler?
Claire's from Vietnam and I'm from Afghanistan. Both of our countries were bombed by America, but you can only see it on one of our faces.
I'm glad my acne scars aren't as bad as yours then. Czar very bravely confided in me that she is bisexual, which means that she is attracted to attention.
Claire's dad is Vietnamese and her mom is American. Okay.
We're really hammering on the Vietnam thing.
I really am. Claire's dad is Vietnamese and her mom's American. The only time Vietnam unloaded into America is when her dad busted in her mom. Much like the bombs, their sex also created a mutated child.
At least my mutations are doing good in the world. Let's see. Thank you. By the way, thank you, Mean Malala.
That's a good one.
Czar is a lot like whole wheat bread in that just because it's brown doesn't mean you feel any less disappointed in yourself for eating it.
The only 12 joke battle we've ever done. It really felt long as fuck.
Yeah, because it started kind of fun, but it really.
It's too bad because I honestly that's just like a case of everyone not doing it enough or being new. That's really all it is.
Yeah.
I don't think that's like an indictment on them as comics, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because it's like all the stuff was there, and even
I think on one end all the stuff was there.
All the premises were there on Czar's end.
Yeah.
They were just too literal. Me and CJ was going over his jokes with me the other day, and I was like, "You're just saying things that are literal."
Yeah.
I was like, "There are no twists. You're just being mean. You're being like, yeah, he's so fat, his clothes probably don't fit." I'm like, that's not really a joke. I mean,
yeah.
But that's kind of what happened on Czar's end. It just felt like all the premises were there. She just wasn't. There was no real switches. It was just very on the nose, everything. And to Claire's, she stayed in the pocket with a couple of things that hit her, but the rebuttals were in the same thing where it was like, yeah, that's why your acne scars. Like if she had called her face, like that's why your face looks like a crater, mine doesn't. Like that is enough to make that up get a pop.
Yeah. Yep. But
I know it didn't happen. I'm just saying that's something that just takes time.
Yeah.
And you get comfortable on stage. I mean, God knows I fucking bomb when I'm not on stage. When I stop getting up, so.
Yeah.
What do
it's weird too, is I thought I feel like maybe I hallucinated it, but when I first saw this in the room, I thought that Czar had a joke where it was like she was talking about like her being a scientist, but her partner's non-binary. Like how like you understand that that's not real. Like that was the joke that she was trying to
Oh
make.
yeah.
And that's a very funny idea. It just wasn't worded right. But watching it here, I don't really feel like I saw it.
Finally, a joke that I agree with. It's a good joke and an even better.
He's kidding. He doesn't agree with it. He has porn. This is a hip, cool bar.
Look at my shirt. It's pink.
But yeah, I know worst of the week's been a little slow lately, but it's gonna get a lot better because we're gonna have I found a hard drive with a bunch of old shows where there's gonna be some real train wrecks, and we're gonna have a lot of fun watching those.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you want, I can lose again to Priya and Michael Coffin.
Oh, we can watch the Priya.
We better not. We better not watch it. It's on RBL.live. $7. Subscribe.
$7 contributing directly to Scott's next relapse.
We're trying to stay on the rails, baby. God damn, dude, it's tough. I haven't wanted to drink or anything like that. It's been almost. In a month, it'll be 200 days.
Damn. Yeah,
So it's going by fast.
That is fast. 200 feels like a big number.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's halfway. I'm past halfway to a year.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Yeah. I mean, it sucks knowing I had 5. But I don't feel like drinking. But also, like, I worked out a lot of the relationships that I've had. But I realized, and we were talking about this before the podcast a little bit, that I'm still like a dry drunk. Like, I'm still a dick.
Yeah.
And I have to fight it, but I'm realizing now, like, me and the lady had taken a break, and now we're kind of trying again and stuff, and like it's much better, and we'll see if it works out. There's still a lot of stuff we got to do, but we're doing good.
Yeah, but we do need you to be a dick for the purposes of our content.
I don't want to not be a dick, but everything's good now, and I create problems. I'm just like pissy,
yeah,
and I just like do stuff to make people around me like anxious, or I just like. I have like this like peace is just so uncomfortable.
Oh yeah. Oh, so you mean like say if you like feel something really strongly, right? It's like really hard to talk you out of it or convince you otherwise.
All right. The things I feel strongly about are not half A button presses and MF Doom rings. So
you've never
white rapper merch.
You never gave your opinion on the half A button press.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I pretended to understand the entire time. I was like, oh, yeah.
It's really not that complicated.
Explain the half button press. We had John on the podcast in the very early iterations, and they spent like 30 minutes talking about this, like, what?
Super Mario 64.
And that's the podcast, guys. If you want to see... What is it? Someone did a speed run or something?
Yeah, so the idea is you're trying to beat the game by pressing the A button as little as possible. And the guy was saying that one of these button presses count as a half button press. And people are saying, that's not true. How can you press button half of a time? And here's how. You start the level with the button already held down.
What do you mean you started with a half down? Whatever. I mean, you've lost me. I don't. But here's the other thing: is though I will explain to you General Grievous's whole backstory from Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. I don't. I get caught in YouTube. You've always been a video game guy though.
Yes.
My rabbit holes fluctuate. They go pyramids, body. They go pyramids, body cam videos. First Amendment auditors, interrogation videos, comedy stuff is always at the top. Yeah. But then I kind of cycle through those, and eventually, and sometimes I'll end up in like a comic book, like loop, or something like that. But for the most part, that's it.
Yeah, it's crazy how much the body cam shit backfired. Like it was the whole. I mean, it didn't really backfire because it. Are you into that? Like, do you
literally
think that I saw the. I saw someone have the like. I saw people making the case that like the reason everybody started pushing for body cams all at once was it was prepared. It wasn't like because it wasn't because of like helping racial tension or like making accountability in police. It was just expanding the surveillance state.
Oh, I mean we're fucked, dude. Me and Andrew switched our our Instagram DMs said disappearing messages
I mean, why?
because we have a base chat.
But they're not really disappearing.
I know they still can. They can. If anyone can look at them, it's them. It makes me feel better. It's like when you put a tape on your camera and it's like they can see through that and they're listening.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think you can even use Signal anymore.
What do you mean? Yeah, Signal. I think it's just. Yeah, I don't think you can do anything with Telegram.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I use Brave browser and it makes me feel like it does something. I had DuckDuckGo and I really like that because you hit the little fire button and it's like,
yeah.
And I'm like, psh, no one's gonna see any of that stuff. Burn to the ground. Just some dumb app.
Yeah, Scott's like, close. I'm not gay.
I'm not gay. And then I go, wait a minute, and I open it back up. Nope, just checking.
Not the only time that Scott's gay thoughts are accompanied by a burning sensation.
I would never have anything in my ass, Stan.
Except a Diglett.
A Diglett. A Diglett in my ex-new girlfriend's finger. What the fuck was I gonna say? Yeah, what do you think about the surveillance? I mean, it's all Israel stuff now. We're all fucked.
Yeah.
You can't say shit about that. They're going to people's houses in Florida.
So
Not that we don't take a side.
What's going on in Florida?
Some lady posted something about the governor.
Oh yeah.
Being like pro APAC, and they went to her fucking house about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so really bad. But at least gas is about to be $6 a gallon.
No, he said the war's over today.
Oh, did he?
He said the war's over today, so now it doesn't need congressional approval. Dude, I am, you know where I am politically, and it's like this guy is. Anyone who's MAGA at this point is like insane.
Yeah.
I mean, we shouldn't get political. I don't. Everyone. I mean, every president you want to do well, but this guy's like. Yeah, I know maybe I'm late to the party.
Yeah.
Just me and Tucker being like, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. What about Ibogaine though? Yeah. Pretty cool. Ayahuasca.
Yeah. You know what's crazy that I saw? Bill Maher was making the case of like, actually, you look at Iraq now, they're doing pretty well.
I mean, I don't know. I'm laughing because I don't know if they're doing well. I assume that's not the case.
I mean,
I'm not learned enough to have any of the opinions I have. So,
I mean, does it justify killing all those people? Like,
they're not people. They're statistics. They're insurgents.
Yeah.
They're Charlie. That's the thing I get caught up with, is like how much empathy. You can't walk around, like at some point you do have to make decisions based on statistics. That is the government's job. So there is something to be said for like free love, everyone treat everyone like a human, but you cannot make decisions like that.
Okay, but I think if
you as someone who runs a business,
yeah, if
not me, I mean you too, but like it's maybe not at the scale we're at, but like once you have a bunch of employees, like people have to like. You can't make decisions for 3 people out of 90 people.
Yeah, but all these decisions based on the statistics would be that these were terrible wars.
I'm not trying to defend the war.
Yeah.
Even though I will defend Dick Cheney to my death. That guy was cool.
Yeah.
And Raytheon is a cool name.
Yeah.
Raytheon.
That's true. Maybe the left would be better if we had cooler names.
You know his daughter's got big tits.
Zoran is our hero. He's the first guy with a cool name.
I thought he was gonna have a mustache and a mask. They were like, "No, that's Zorro." I was like, damn it! I already voted. I was voting for Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, those would have been good. Those would have been good memes to pump out while he was running. If you had that idea.
Damn, I forgot. I didn't even think about that. Just make all of them. Just make him Zorro in all of them, and not just change. Just only change that. Just change everything to Zorro. That's so stupid. I love it.
But honestly, yeah, for real. If any of you listen to this have anything you want to know about the league, let us know. Like this will be I feel like this is like a good place to just convey information that sometimes isn't always communicated.
I mean, I think you communicate with people a lot more than anybody else in the league.
Yeah.
So honestly, feel free. I know Dane's in the Discord. Feel free to reach out. If you guys want to start, I pitched him the idea before too. the podcast started of maybe instead of Worst of the Week, playing some of these, like, some of my favorite roasts, like the Ben Bailey. I know I always talk about it, but Ben Bailey and Patrice roast, the Norton roast, the Voss roast. I think some of that is also cool. You know, we don't have to just shit on people that are, we don't have to be Sky, is all I'm saying. We can be nice, too. We can enjoy stuff, Dan. It doesn't always have to be hate. I know it fuels us both, but yeah, reach out. And if you have any questions about the league or any recommendations or whatever, anything we can do for the pod, just let us know.
Maybe Grove doesn't have enough porn, and you want to let us know that.
Send us your porn. All right. You gonna do plugs? You want to do anything?
Yeah, I guess we do plugs. I think we covered about everything we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, sure.
Unless you had anything else.
No, I don't have anything, I don't think.
Okay.
I tried my green mic, didn't work though.
Yeah. I mean, I do love that I told you it's the Kill Tony thing. I feel like that's gonna bug you.
I'd already forgotten it, but now it'll bug me again. It's not the opposite though. I'm gonna guess technically, maybe literally. I don't know. I should know that stuff. Anyway,
we're saving comedy because Austin is murdering it, but we are saving it.
All right, we were out of juice. We've squeezed Dan's hangover, his dry hangover body for all it's worth. And I'm starting to fade too. Thanks for watching the podcast, guys. Dan, you want to plug anything?
Let's see. I'm gonna be judging at Roast Battle Dallas next month. If any of you guys are down there, I believe it is. I think it's the third Friday of the month. I think it's 5/21, I believe. I've got obviously we're here every Wednesday, Grove 34. Come check out the Stanford shows once a month. Those are going to move to Thursdays starting in June. We had a great one last night, or 2 nights ago. We got cellar shows once a month. So yeah, come on out, come say hi.
Nice. Grove34.com for all the stand-up and improv shows.
Oh yeah, also I'm posting clips now. Go to follow me on Instagram, interact with them, make me famous. It'd be like, if Sky Turns Purple says I deserve to be famous, and if he says that, then it's the only thing he thinks about. So
I wonder what that list of people he thinks should be famous is.
It's me, John, and Andrew.
It's probably you, Steve Bannon, and Richard Kuklinski. Grove34.com, stand-up, improv, production stuff, G34productions.com. Rebel Lens Studios, we just put out Tinklebox, is coming out in 3 days. So maybe the day this comes out? 2 days, the day before. But go to Rebel Lens Studios, YouTube, and we just put out a very, very short thing with Joe Lists. And then our next upcoming project is Felt in Flesh, with Dan Soder voicing the main bad guy. So that'll be out, and come to Grove. Adios, bye, love you.